In this tutorial we are going to see um, mirror entities, linear pattern and complete translation tools. So in the last video we have discussed about trim, convert entities and offset. If you are new to this channel, we are LearnCAD, an online education platform focused primarily on computer aided design. Please subscribe, like, share and subscribe for more educational content. So in this tutorial we are going to discuss, as said, mirror entities, linear pattern and complete translation tools. So I have opened my file, so click top line. Now we are going to discuss these now mirror entities. Now in the mirror entity you can see entities to mirror. That means we have to select what are the entities that we want to mirror, and here if you uncheck it, now only it will get mirrored, but the original sketch will disappear. If you check it, then both the original and the mirror one will be there. Mirror about is about you have to select an axis for this to get mirrored. So let us begin. So let me draw a circle here. Okay, so and let me draw a line which I am going to use it as a mirror. So there is an axis, there is a, so now I can mirror. So select mirror, in the entities to mirror select circle, and mirror about select the axis. Now see, when you have, since I have selected copy checked, so both the circles will be present in the sketch environment. Let's say let us delete this one. Now select mirror entities again, select entities to mirror at the circle. Now this time let's uncheck this box and mirror about. When I click OK, see, therefore the original copy which I have selected earlier is absent. So that is about mirror. Now let us see the linear sketch pattern or simply pattern. There are two ways you can one is linear sketch and circular sketch pattern. Let us select the linear sketch pattern. Now let me enlarge this a bit. Now there are two directions you can one is x-axis, one is y-axis, and here we have to select the patterns. Now let me select this circle, and now give 20 mm. Okay, that's not sufficient. Let's give 100. Okay, that is not sufficient. 200. Okay, so here the display, you can increase it as 10, you can say. Now see, in the x direction you have 10. Now you can also have y direction. Let us put this as 10 again. Now give this as 200. See, in the linear pattern, all you have to do is give the distance between the each entity and each spacing, and select okay. In the linear pattern you have to select the axis and give the appropriate spacing between them, and how many number you want them in one dimension. Let us say I can give here even 20 in x-axis, and y-axis will be 20. Let's click OK. There you go. Now just for the fun sake, let's get out of this sketch and features extruded. Let's see what happens. Let us put 1000 and we'll get a bit bigger. take some time. See, okay, that is how you can use your linear pattern. In most scenarios, we use this linear tool when we are generating holes on a plane which have an equal distance. So that is for linear sketch pattern. Thank you. Let me do the circular pattern. So I have selected a circular pattern. So from the origin, by default it is selecting the point as origin. So let me do the usual thing. So I will select the circular pattern, and so you have got it as this. So let me draw another circle, and this time I want to so I want to rotate this circle. I want to create pattern from this point. Let us see, can we do this? So I've selected this point now. Place selection, and select instances, select this pattern, and in the point select this one. Okay, so now you have to select here the point through which you want to create pattern, and select here the sketches you want to create pattern. So I have therefore I have got so that's how I did it. And you can also select dimensional radius also. So what happens if you select, you are getting a radius here. Now you can also edit this radius. Let me to 5. So automatically all the other for even these three patterns also will change. So now let me push this aside, and let me draw another pattern now. So I have drawn, and I don't want to be I want from this point I want to create pattern from this point onwards. So I have created a point also. Now select circular sketch pattern again, and deselect, clear selection, because it's by default it is going to the origin. So here entities to pattern I'm selecting, so by default it is going to the point 1. So select here and select point here. So you can follow how I am doing this in the video, so you do not have any problem. And by the way, you can even instead of changing there, you can even change it here also. Let me change it to 5. So I have created again. So previously we have seen the dimensional radius. Let me see the dimension angular spacing, what happens. So okay, this time I got the angle between the two bodies. So let me change this, it can be modifiable. So let me give 45 degrees. So see, as you can see, now between every sketch entity there is an angle of 45 degrees. So that is complete about the circular sketch pattern. Thank you. In circular sketch pattern, let us see these entities, that is move, copy, rotate, scale and stretch entities. Now to do that, let me create some sketches here. Okay, I have drawn a circle. Now let us move this. So what are the conditions, what is it is asking? So first thing is asking me to enter entities to move. So I will select this one. Okay, so it is asking from X and Y. Okay, so I can just move here, that's it. Okay, you can now, if you let me do it again. So I have selected move entities, and so from to means from XY means we have to give dimensions from here. We have to give from dimension from here, to this coordinate. So or you can select from to, and or you can simply move up. You can do the copy entities. Now in the copy entities it is very much similar to the move entities, but instead of moving, we are going to, we have copy, that's it. So if you want to copy it again, you have to select this one, and from the in the starting point select any point that is so click it again wherever you want to paste it. So select, I am clicking once again, and starting point I have selected this point. Now I am dragging it. Let's say I want to position here. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna I'm gonna click my left click. I'm gonna give a left click. So that is about the copy entities. Move on copy. Let us see the rotate entities. Now let us see what is it is asking. So center of rotation, so it is asking as a point. So okay, so let us say, let me create a point, and I've positioned a point. So select the rotate entities. Now clear that. Okay, select this arc, and in the center of rotation click this one. Now you can see, I don't know, you can see in the video there is an yellow line that is acting as a reference, and it is showing me how much degree I am moving. Now this is 0 degrees, this is 270. Maybe I have to go like this. Okay, 90 degrees, this is 45, this is 90, this is 180. I don't know, you can see this in video, but if you practice it in your computer, maybe you can see it. Now this is 270 again. So or you can simply give dimension here 27. Let us give 90. That is 90. That is about rotate. We shall do it again. So rotate command, I am going to select the same arc and the same point of rotation. Now so I am just moving my cursor. I am holding my left mouse, holding my left button on my cursor. Let us position it here, which is actually 156. This is 135. Okay, this is 135. So okay, so that is about so now we have seen both the move, copy and rotate. Let us see the sketch entities. Yes, for sketch entities I'm going to delete all these what I've created so far. So that's normal. Okay, let me create a simple rectangle. Now let us use the scale function. Now scale, it is asking me entities to scale, and okay, it is asking me about at what point. Okay, now let us select this rectangle, complete rectangle. So lines, you can see all the lines have been selected. Now the scale about is a very important thing. Now if I want to select from this point, and let us say twice, now I want to retain the copy as well. You can see how much you can see in the preview that it has multiplied this length into 2, and this length into 2 and this length into 2. basically it has multiplied all the dimensions from this point which I have selected. Okay, so there I got my, there you go, you have your scale entities. Now let us select another point, scale entities. Now I have select this. The selection must be done properly. See the orange, it is telling me that all the lines have been selected. If I place it here near this edge, only the edge is being selected. No, I don't want that. I want to select all the edges, so I have clicked this. Now scale about, let us select this midpoint. You can see the relation just below the cursor. It is showing a midpoint relation. So let us, now what happens, see, now this length has been multiplied and it's shared half here and half there, and this length and being multiplied by 2. Now it is being 2. Let us change it to 3. Now if you see, now if you retain the copy, it is fine. If you do not want to retain the copy, then it simply you do not have an original one. So that is about scale entities. I have created some random sketch here, as you can see. Now let us click on display or delete relations. Now what happens is it actually shows all the relations that are existent in your sketch. Now right now it is selected horizontal, and it is showing me the horizontal relation where it is present. Now let us select the vertical, so where it is present, so here. Okay, now let us select the tangent. It will show you the relation where it is present. Now there is a tangent here with the line and with the circle, so it is highlighting both the line and circle. Display or delete relations. Fully defined sketch and quick snaps. So let us continue. Before we discuss, let us create let me create some sketches here. So I have created some random sketch here, as you can see. Now let us click on display or delete relations. Now what happens is it actually shows all the relations that are existent in your sketch. Now right now it is selected horizontal, and it is showing me the horizontal relation where it is present. Now let us select the vertical, so where it is present, so here. Okay, now let us select the tangent. It will show you the relation where it is present. Now there is a tangent here with the line and with the circle, so it is highlighting both the line and circle. Then with the tangent 2, there is another tangent, so let us see which one it highlights. So there is a circle here, and the tangency between this line and this circle, and there is a coincident also. Let us see which one is that coincident. Let me see which one is the coincident that we are looking. So that is about the display or delete relation. It actually shows you what are the relations that are there. Now the important thing is you can delete any relation that you do not want. Let us say I do not want this horizontal. You can simply click delete, and there you go, you do not have a relation there. What it means is it can have a look at the add relation function. So add relation is nothing but let us say you want to add a relation between these two. You can add even it is showing even what are the relation that you can add. One is tangency, you can add, so click OK. Tangency is nothing but both the circle and the line are tangents to each other. It doesn't mean that they have to touch. So okay, so there is nothing wrong in this, and and let us add another relation also. Let us select this circle and this circle. See how many we can there is equal, which means that even this, whatever this circle radius have, we can turn this into that we can actually make both the same diameter. Concentric means we can make both their origins as same. So I've selected concentric and I'm clicked OK. So there you have created a relation. Now let us go back to our display delete relations. Let us see, are there any new relations that are being added. Now there is a vertical, okay, there is a tangency, okay, there is a tangency there, and there is a concentricity. You can see this circle and this circle now share a concentricity. I can delete this also. Okay, now I can just simply there is no relation between these two circles now. That is about add relations. So let me remove all this to explain the next thing, that is fully defined sketch. So to have a fully defined sketch, as we were discussing the fully defined sketch, so here okay, so now let us discuss the fully defined sketch. So I have drawn a sketch here and I have given some dimensions, but notice there is a small difference here. Some dimensions are in blue in color, like this one and this one, and some dimensions are in black in color, you can notice. So what does this mean here is, some dimensions which are in black, all of them, which are the dimensions which are in black, are fully defined, which means there is no other dimensions you can give for this particular for these particular sketches. If you give, it will be over defined. Okay, let me give a dimension for any of the black one, for any of the, let me give, this is fully defined, right? So let me give from if I give like that, see, adding this dimension will make the sketch over defined, so I'm gonna cancel it. But if so that is about the fully defined sketch. So when I'm so these blue colored one are underdefined, so this is where the fully defined sketch becomes very handy. So you don't need to think about how to make this a defined and fully defined sketch. You don't need to worry how to give, what are all the dimensions you need to give to this particular sketch to define it fully. So you can simply select fully defined sketch and select the entities that you want to be that you want to have that you want to convert them into fully defined sketch. So as you have selected, I have selected, and I'm going to click calculate. So see, it has added those dimensions in here. Let me zoom in and okay. Okay, let me get out of this. Okay, that's the mistake I did. Okay, so here this one dimension, this one dimension, and there you go. So now all of them have turned into a fully defined sketch, and this is one of the great feature that SolidWorks offers. So yeah, that is about the fully defined sketch. So I have created this a small sketch to actually understand what are quick snaps. So if you open quick snaps, you can see point snap, center point snap, midpoint, quadrant, intersection, nearest, and there is a small list. So what does it mean is that whenever you select a particular midpoint, whenever you select a particular snap, let me show you that let us say I'm in line quadrant. Now I want to have a midpoint snap. So what does this mean is, if I ever go to a line, it actually shows me where is the midpoint. And if I go, see, there is a midpoint here. If I select this line, there is a midpoint here. Let us say if I select this line, there is a midpoint snap here. Okay, now let us go for a quadrant snap. Now if I ever go to a nearest circle, then it will snap me up only the quadrants that are present for that circle. It shows you that particular points. Now let us send a point. Now I'm in the line command. You have to be in the line command to make this work. See, if I have as I come near the circle, there is a center snap, and as I come to this circle, there is a center snap, and there is a center snap, there is a center snap, there is a center snap. And let us select another one. Now see, there is a intersection. If you can see, under my cursor there is a small symbol that is being highlighted. That is the intersection point. There is here intersection also. There is an intersection here also. Okay, and let us go for a tangent snap. Now what happens? Now go to the tangent snap. Now this is where tangent. It actually shows you only the tangent point. Now go to the quick snap and select the let's get rid of this. Select snap and select the tangent snap. So what happens? Okay, so simply you can select any of these snaps and highlight that particular point where you want to draw. For example, as I've shown you, for example, a quadrant snap will only highlight the quadrant of a circle, and the center point snap will actually show you the center point only. So that's it for today. So if you are new to this channel, we are LearnCAD. We are an online education platform currently focusing on computer aided design. So if you like this content, please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifiable for the content we produce. Thank you.